So I have these patients which are in severe pain who ask me what can they do more, and I'm a pain physician, and then I advise them to do some meditation. And then if they are really serious, they go see lights like Hildegard von Bingen did in 1140 as she meditated extremely intensively. Here you see some of the drawings which accompany her book from 1141. She saw these kind of phenomena, and that's why she became a saint. So I'm going to discuss with you the light phenomena you can see with your eyes closed. And if you see these light phenomena, you are not going to be insane. So why I think it's important to talk about this? Because when I first started meditating, after a couple years, I saw these phenomena and I thought I'm a little bit crazy. And then I saw my patients getting very nervous when I advised meditation, and they start seeing odd things. So I have noticed that normally in the internet, meditation teachers know nothing about these light phenomena or don't talk about them. And I noticed that if you close the eyes and you meditate a lot and you see the Christ or the Buddha, people think you're crazy or extremely new age. So it's time to focus what meditation really does on the deepest level of your connection to the divine. So why do I bother? Because I saw myself so much with the eyes closed the last couple of years that I started to doubt what the fuck is happening, and I did some of my research into Buddhistic texts, and the lights and the shapes you can see while meditating are actually expressions that you're on the right track. So what do I see today? If I sit, I close my eyes, I see light tunnels and moons and suns and colorful gems and all kinds of beautiful things. Am I crazy? No. I started yoga when I was 17 and I started Gurdjieff when I was 24, and I think I meditated quite a lot, and more I saw these phenomena, but you are not crazy if you see them. So if you just sit in meditation, you can see a lot of phenomena. Mostly it starts with little dots of bright white and blue light. You can just exercise that by sitting and relaxing and focusing on what you see. These are mostly what you see first, little scattered dots. And then at a certain moment when you sit and relax, you can see that there are a little bit of more dots, and it seems that there becomes a tunnel of light in the middle, and a light blobs, the tunnel becomes bigger. It's as if you're a train entering a light tunnel, and it morphs a lot. This is all normal, but nobody talks about it. So it can become really fractalizated and kaleidoscopic, and the shapes of color can move a lot. And now in this phase you might see multicolorful jewels everywhere, which fuse with each other and which you can see all around. And if you sit for a longer period of time, it's real true, you can see these kind of crazy images. So what do the masters of the Tibetan knowledge and the Buddhistic knowledge tell us? They tell us that in various phases of meditation you can see these lights. And they discuss these lights in 4 different classifications you can see here, but there are also sort of things you can see which are kind of crazy, like black and white cartoon movies. So I conclude. If you're a dedicated meditator, you will see lights with your eyes closed. That is a good sign. You are not nuts. You see and might see the light of Christ. There are a couple of steps linked to the progression, and you can also see and regard these lights as a way to communicate with the divine source and receive messages and inspiration from the divine source. I would say, enjoy the lights and understand that the lights are an indicator that you're on the correct path, and you might, just as me, become filled with awe that this is possible and that our subtle nervous system creates this plane of communication between us and the divine. So if you look a little bit more detailed to what I tell you in this movie, you might be able to create your own classification based on the for different categories the Buddhist masters describe. And of course, everybody is a different person, so might see different effects. And I would just encourage you not to regard yourself being nuts, but really explore this world of light behind the closed eyes. Good luck with that. It is an extreme important exploration and it will lead you directly into the divine.